Hey Gems, it's Karen and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, I'm really glad you clicked on this video. So today I'm going to be doing a purple smoky eye for you guys that have mature lids, you know, the ones that move, and you're over 40 or you have hooded eyes. So let's get started. I just had to show you that difference. Wow, right? Okay, so I'm doing a voiceover today because I wasn't feeling good at the time I was filming this. And I'm going to go ahead and grab my MAC paint pot. We're going to do my eyes first. And I'm going to use a liner, a pencil liner to start. Now, letting you guys know, you can make any eye look smoky by using a black liner, and I'm going to show you guys how to do this. Now, as you can see, I've got mature eyelids. They move. I am 43 years old, and I do have hooded eyes, but I do my eyeshadow in such a way that you can't really notice like the sagginess, and I hate to even say it. So here's Becky G's eyeliner that we recently got. I think it was in Boxycharm or Ipsy. I think it was Ipsy. And it's a really good eyeliner. You just gotta make sure that your eyeliners are sharpened or there's really no point in even using them. So first tip, make sure the eyeliner is sharpened and then go to the eyelid and just put that liner. It's like a pencil, but it's a gel. It's not real hard. You guys know what I'm talking about. The hard pencils would not work for this, but this one here you can smoke out easily. So go ahead and hold that lid if you have to. I mean, I know I do sometimes. And put a nice even coat at that lash line on the top of your lids. Look at how, you guys think my eyes are bigger than what they are, but look at how little they are. I almost hate to not have makeup on. Okay, so here is a pencil brush. It does not have a name, and what I'm doing is I'm kind of just blending this out. Let me see if I can get you guys a closer look. Okay, so you really just want to smudge this. Smudge it as much as you can. Believe it or not, I'm not using a lot of pressure on my eyes. It's just my eyelids moving. You see, like, I really want an eye lift. But you can do your eyeshadow in such a way that, you know, you don't really notice these things. And you wind up looking younger in the process, which is pretty amazing. I am pale, and it's because I've been using glycolic acid and those new skincare treatments that I shared with you guys a couple weeks ago. My skin has pretty much never looked better. All right, we're going to use the new All Amethyst Palette by Colourpop, and I'm super excited to be trying this out. I did swatches over on my other channel, Swatch Investigator, if you want to check that out. And now I'm just taking a look at what I have to work with, and I've got a Jaclyn Hill times Morphe blending brush, and I'm going to go ahead and try to give you guys a closer look at how I'm applying the shadow. All right, so really I'm just buffing in this color here, just as a base to start off with, something nice and light. And then of course we're going to go darker and darker. But really I'm just laying this down. I wanted you guys to get a close-up look, so I wanted you to see my eyelids without eyeshadow. Obviously, they look better with the eyeshadow, but overall, I am happy with my skin right now. I just wish my eyes would be a little firmer, you know? Alright, so we're just going to put this shadow in here, and then we're going to get ready to move on to the next color. Smoky eyes really do hide a lot, so I do recommend them if you're over 35 for sure. If you want to get a nice look and you want to hide some stuff, some wrinkles around the eyes and everything, then it's definitely better to go darker. So I've added another shade, and I'm really just working this in the crease, making sure there's no separation in pigment. And what that simply means is that you cannot see the lid or the other color through the shadow that you've placed down, making sure everything is covered with that pigment where you put it. Okay, so we're moving on to a darker color, putting it in the crease and blending it in. After we make sure that it's blended completely, we're going to go back in with another darker color. And you do want to make sure that everything is symmetrical, that the eyeshadow looks the same on each eye. Okay, so I'm adding another color here to make this a little bit more smoky, and this is the perfect color for that. This palette is actually really well curated for this type of look. So that's super exciting. I'm going to go ahead and work in this color here, and then I'm going to show you the next step. I find when you're using a new palette, it is easier to do your eyeshadow first before your foundation. Setting spray on the eyeshadow actually helps make it even more smoky. So now I'm going to be adding a darker color. I'll put it on the screen all over the lid. Eyeshadow sometimes can look weird when you're doing it, but really I am just taking this brush and working in that darkest purple that's in the palette. I like to layer the shadow. It just looks better that way and it stands out more. And this brush that I'm using is a Morphe times Jaclyn Hill. And it's pretty a precise brush, but it's not fluffy, but it does have some movement, if that makes sense. So we are starting to get smoky. Okay, at this point you want to grab like a fluffier brush. I'm not really sure who makes this brush, but it is pretty good and pretty neat, and I'm just going towards the edges to make sure that that outer part is not real harsh. And you can also, if you want, you can also add a lighter color there, so this way you go from light to dark. It's completely up to you on how you do this, but I'm enjoying it. It's been a minute since I've done a smoky eye, and I think it's been a hot minute since I've done a purple smoky eye. So really we just want to make sure everything is blended out and that, like I said, everything is symmetrical. You may have to clean up your sides a little bit if you've blended out too far. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I don't use filters when doing these videos. This is just me right in front of the camera, and here I'm showing you what my smoky eye looks like so far. And now we're going to get into using more setting spray and another color. The same liner we used on the top, we're going to use on the bottom. It is Becky G's, and it is in black. And we're going to go over the waterline, plus we're going to go over the lash line. Okay, so this is what we have so far, and now the fun part. I get to do underneath the eye, and I get to put some really cool colors on my lid to make this look extra awesome. Okay, so the darkest color in the shade underneath the eye, the lash line. As you guys can see, I have done my brows, and I did put on some foundation before I did the underneath the eye. And really, we're just going to kind of work this back and forth. Okay, you're going to want to continue to smoke that out, and you're actually going to blend the liner and the shadow together. It's going to give it an extra smoky effect, which is going to look amazing when it's done. So be patient if this is your first time doing a smoky eye. Take your time. Don't do it like when you have 5 minutes to get ready for work, you know? I'm starting to fine detail. Basically, that's what I call it. When I make sure that the eyeshadow is symmetrical, there is no separation in pigment, and it is darkest around the edges and that outer corner of the eye. We are getting there, guys. I cannot wait to use that color Amulet. I think it's coming up pretty soon. Okay, we have more blending, a little bit more of setting spray. This is going to make your eyeshadow stay on longer. And if I didn't tell you, I did put MAC Paint Pot on my eyes. Now I'm just taking that brush, it's a Sigma brush, and I'm just going over the edges to make sure everything is blended properly and it looks as flawless as I can get it. Okay. Okay, with the fine detailing brush and angled brush, I'm going to dip it in to that brilliant kind of color. Let me go ahead and post that on the screen for you. I thought it was more white, but it's actually has a purple undertone to it. It actually looks good for a brow bone highlight though. So now we're getting into the really, really, really fun part. I am getting my concealer. Oh my gosh, guys, look at that face. All right, setting spray on that same Jaclyn Hill Morphe brush. And now we're going to dip it into, let me see which color it is. Is it that really pretty color? It is. Let me post it on the screen for you. Guys, look. What a gorgeous color that amulet is. I'm just working that in. This is one of the few times you'll see me do back and forth motions. It's because I just want that area to have that pigment. And then I will blend it in with the colors that are already there. So here we are. I'm so excited. I absolutely loved this look. Of course, I did it and then washed it off and went to bed. But I wanted to get this video up for you guys today. We have been sick. I'm so sorry. We do have COVID in the house. I really wasn't going to mention it, but we do, and it's been really crazy. It's hit Kayla the hardest. All right. We're going to put a little bit of a lighter color in here. Okay, so now I'm going to be mixing the lighter colors, the shimmers, over my eye, working them in using that same brush. What are you guys thinking so far? I am liking it. A little more setting spray. Never hurt anybody, right? There we are. It's lightening that up, but it's also adding that purple back to the smoky eye. Because you have that black that's been blended out, then you have it mixed with that matte shadow. So now we're just adding some oomph to it. All right, y'all know it's stiffy time. I grabbed that Jaclyn Times Morphe. They call it the eyeliner smudge brush, I guess, and I'm just going to add that amulet color underneath here and make that really kind of stand out for the inner corner of the eye. I totally needed to blend in my foundation more on my nose. I was so focused on the eye. All right, so let's go ahead and finish this up. Then we're going to do, of course, some lashes and mascara. Look at this. I'm so in love. What do you guys think? I always kind of like blend it in too a little bit so everything looks like it belongs together. I know I say that a lot, but it's so important. Okay, one of the last steps is grabbing a pencil style brush. I'm going to show you it in a minute. I'm going to be mixing it in with a few colors, and we're going to go ahead and highlight that inner corner and blend it up. I am loving how this is coming out. Do you see how the inner corner just makes like such a huge difference? That's why I call it fine detailing. Like after you put the shadow and you work so hard on the lid, you want to go ahead and emphasize the inner corner, the brow bone highlight if it goes with the look. Because you can do obviously your eyeshadow without it, but it just changes everything. It can make your eyes look bigger, can make them stand out more. It can also give you the illusion not only that your eye is bigger, but you can't see the mature lids, if you know what I mean. All right, so here we go back in with that brush that I used for the darkest matte purple. I'm just making sure my corners are good, and we've got that darkness on the outer part. That's where she belongs. What do you think so far? And what colors would you like to see me do next with a smoky eye? Let me guys know. And if you're over 35 and these tips are helping you, let me know. Or if there's a question you have, put that down in the comments, because we have a community down there and we all talk with one another and we learn from one another, and I look forward to reading those comments too, just so you guys know. Alright, let's finish up this eye look. Alright, so I'm just going to add a little bit of a highlight and then show you my before and after picture again. I do have on my lips underground, it is a lip liner from Gerard Cosmetics, and then I've just got a gloss over it. And I'm also going in with Brilliant, that shade from the palette that has, well, as a highlight. And then I'm noticing maybe I want it to stand out a little bit different, so I'm going to go in with Jacqueline's Extra, the beaming highlight, put that over it. And whew, isn't that crazy? Oh wow. Okay, so we're coming to a close. What do you guys think? The last thing that I'm going to be doing is putting on eyelashes, and I'm going to go in with Glamnetic, the style Ego. They actually have a bit of purple on the top of them, and this is really going to just take my look to the next level. Let me know what you think. I do actually have a code for Glamnetics if you haven't tried them yet. I don't earn anything off of it. It's just to give you guys 15%, you know, if they're not having a sale. If they're having a sale and it's more than that, obviously go with that code. But there I am, finished. Let me show you the beginning and then the end. And I want to take the time to say thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate every single one of you. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. And let me know something about you in the comments below. Thanks so much, guys. I love you. I'll see you real soon. Bye.